Your host this afternoon for what hopefully will be a pretty lengthy stream. You'll please bear with me for a minute, as it is, as usual, time for me to experiment with a different tech setup. I wanted to see if I couldn't figure out some way to stream to Discord for my mods and co-commentators. That way there's not any, significant lag. I think I found a way, but that way is going to completely lock up my main computer screen, because I'm sharing the screen to Discord instead of, just streaming an application or what have you. So, what we're doing in the meantime is accessing chat from my phone, of all things. So hold on, what I'm gonna do is, there we go. Drop on down to my dashboard on the phone, and that's not great, but it'll do. So apologies in advance, I'm a little bit behind on chat today, but anyway, back to Sekiro. We got quite a bit done over those two shorter streams we had, a few days ago, and today I want to really make some headway, so going to follow this through for about maybe 4 or 5 hours today total. May split it across a couple streams, but we'll see. Last time, we took down Yobu Masataka Oniwa, the first major boss that, gives us a battle memory, in a pretty easy but epic fight, and now we're going back to the Hirata Estate in order to, take down its boss, to get another battle memory and some more cool stuff that we'll definitely need in future. We got, 3 shinobi tools from this area already, one of which was really good. 2 of which were really good, and one of which, the Mist Raven, or whatever, I don't think we'll ever seriously use. But, yeah, Hirata Estate, coming on like a house on fire. With our battle memory and prayer beads, we should be a little ready for everything this area has for us. We're not too terribly far from the big boss, we just have to work our way through the courtyard of the demolished estate, which means fighting bandits. Lots of bandits, meaning lots of arrows. But now, oh, look at that. With that battle memory, we can just cut right through them. Also want to get that extra skill point so we can finally get the latent skill that allows us to restore health every time we land Death Blow, which all but guarantees that we'll very, very rarely need to heal outside of boss battles. Let's creep our way around the periphery here. I don't think we're in serious danger of wandering into the flames or what have you. Let's hope we don't get detected. Because I forget. There may be people up here. There may not. Doesn't look like it, huh? Okay. Well, over there's a boss, not the boss. That's Juzou, the commander of the bandits that was mentioned by one of the many dying retainers we ran into last time around. And what we want to do here is eliminate all of the bandits along the perimeter before taking Juzou on. He's not the most difficult to deal with, but he's just powerful and really tanky enough that he could cause us a big problem if we have to fight him with 3 or 4 assistants. This is gonna be kind of chancy, but we need to get through these guys somehow or another. Good. We made really short work of them, actually. Ooh. I keep forgetting that the Axemen can just tank our blows in a way that the other bandits can't. We're doing fine, though, and we're almost to that skill point. Now, there should be a few more of them in these outbuildings, along with some treasure. So what we're gonna do is creep our way along, and let's see if we can't find some kind of passage up beneath the house. I mean, we probably can't, but just in case, you know. Alright. Anybody in here? They must be deeper in. Got spirit emblems. I'm so bad at stealth, you guys, it's not even funny. Hey, there we go. Got one. Oh, there we go, baby. 5th skill point. That'll make our job much easier. Hello, item. Oh, more divine confetti. Good bit of it, too. I guess that'd be helpful if you want to take on that first headless this early on. We definitely don't want to take on that first headless this early on. Anything else in here? Oh, some dowsing powder. Alright. Did we get everybody else? Oh no. Thought not. He should be it, though. If he's not, there's only like 1 or 2 more guards in this whole side of the complex. Okay, nice. Now, hold on a bit, because there's a couple cool things to notice around here. Oh, can we access that little, like, fenced-in hall from here? No, the door's locked. Or sealed, I suppose. Okay. Well. We want to make our way. Let's go ahead and take a swig of the old gourd. We will get a chance to rest before the big boss. So you notice that swordsman over there? We could have a protracted conversation with him, but it would ultimately be to our detriment. He is an ally, he's a retainer of the Hirata family, and at this stage of the game, he's a pretty tough warrior. Now, if we talk with him, what he'll do is assist us in fighting Juzou by rushing directly at him and all of his guards. Right now, given how many bandits are sitting around the big guy, that's gonna be something of a problem. So what we want to do instead is sneak our way around the periphery of the main mansion, taking out as many guards as we can, hopefully either getting a death blow on Juzou or softening him up using our firecrackers and, was it Kusabimaru or whatever? Our sword? Then, and only then, lure Juzou out near the lake, or like the little, koi pond here, and, the retainer will jump in to assist us. And at this stage of the game, he can actually put a really big dent in Juzou's health, all by himself. I guess while we're creeping around, we might as well talk about the boss coming up. Juzou is a former sumo who became not exactly a bandit, but more a mercenary, like just a warrior for hire. So his style is extremely reliant on throwing his weight around using, like unarmed melee strikes, and a very large, like Nodachi he carries slung over his shoulder, see? He can also use, alcohol, like really strong fermented stuff to coat his blade in poison, or like belch clouds of poison. He's a tough customer, to say the least. But he is also very slow. Oh my god, he staggered me! Guys with the torches can just stagger the hell out of you. Not used to that. Not used to that at all. Now, Juzou does have a lot of guards. So we'll kind of need to take them out in a piecemeal fashion. Like, get in, clip 1 or 2 of them, get out. Jesus. Rinse, repeat. There we are. The big guy's coming after us, but he's not super dangerous all on his own. Oh, and I misspoke in my earlier streams. I said, like, FromSoft did patch the game to add in, like, a boss rush mode and all sorts of other cool stuff. They are patching it. Hey, Headbanger, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well today. They are patching the game to add all of that good stuff in at the end of October, I want to say, or near the end of October. So we're just going to let Juzou be as best we can. The bandits are much faster than I remember them being. Again, I think I had them... as you can see, Juzou's very, very dangerous when he actually does hit. This is about as bad as this could be going for me. There we are. The other guard around here has a shield, right? So we know how to deal with these. Good. Alright now, time for Juzou himself. As I said, very slow, leaves himself open for just unblocked attacks all the time. But look at that damage, and that's with a battle memory. Oh! Shit. Have some firecrackers. As long as you don't get too greedy, this fight's manageable. And this is without us calling our friend in, mind you. Ooh, man. The idea here is... Hey, Banger Arrested, you finished Mortal Shell? Yeah, we did. It's a pretty short game, but really good, I think. Oh, I'm doing so poorly. I hate this. Use another pellet, why not? We've got some insane... Fuck! Banger says, wow, you're just smashing through these games. Well, thank you. This one's hard, though. This one's very, very hard, honestly. So that time, next time we're not going to get so prideful, and we're just going to call in, the other samurai, which is the only time in the entire game you get that kind of help, I want to say. I could be wrong, but... Yep, this is just a cutscene further letting us know about, our issue involving reincarnation, or, resurrection, and introducing Dragon Rot. So, randomly, when you die, or the more times you die, certain NPCs will, take ill due to their connection with you and your life force, and, your chances of getting, any progress in their quest line is effectively, dashed until you cure them, which requires the consumption of a special item, and your chance of receiving unseen aid goes down considerably. We got very unlucky and had 2 NPCs come down with it at once. So the thing about Juzou I just totally forgot about somehow is that despite being slow, his range is really, really significant. At least we can get that skill we wanted now. There we go. And we're going to start getting Ashina arts next, because as you can see, there's a lot of passives, which we generally want, and some really good combat arts. So back to the main hall. After this, I think, Next on our docket will be the conclusion of Avengers. Like, I've resolved, I have promised myself I'm going to just power through that game, even if it means streaming at like 2 a.m. my time, when absolutely nobody is going to want to see Avengers, as if anybody wanted to see it to begin with. We're just gonna power through the sucker. Then Crash 4, which comes out very, very soon. Then probably like the Mario 3D All-Stars pack or something. And then, I don't know, we may do another Souls-like Salt and Sanctuary or something. We might also want to pick up the Shinobi skills that make us slightly harder to detect. I think we will prioritize those as well. Good. Get those iframes in. That's it. Headbanger S, what do you think of Code Vein? I have not completed it. I like the core concept, right? Like, it's a Souls-like heavily influenced by, like, action anime tropes and the like, and that sounds like a fun time. I really hate the way so many of the female characters and bosses especially, are really heavily sexualized. It's not my thing at all. But in terms of gameplay design, it's pretty nice. I like the fact that it has more of an emphasis on working with human and NPC cooperators. The variety of weapons and like different skill sets or codes, I think, is pretty nice. It has a lot going for it. It's just those issues of characterization and character design that are kind of icky. Game does feel a little strangely balanced at times as well, but I mean, on the whole, it's a pretty strong Souls-like. It really is. Gently. There we go. That's more like it. Headbanger says, I'm thinking of playing it, so wanted your opinion. General consensus is, it's a good time. It's not, like, one of the all-time greatest Souls-likes, but it's still, like, a lot of fun, for what it is. And I generally agree with that. Environment design, at times isn't great, but at others, it's absolutely breathtaking. So I'd say it's worth it. It's worth checking out. Be sure to let us know your thoughts on it if you decide to take the plunge. Now let's see that new ability at work. Get us some health back, yeah. Oh my god! So now we're going to run back, hopefully breaking them up or getting some of them to swear off the hunt altogether. Banger says, since you're the master of Souls-likes for me. Oh, thanks, man. It's weird. I'm not very good at many of these games, but I find myself playing all of them. I find the central design philosophy and a return to a focus on, like, really substantial boss encounters, something that's been missing in, like, major AAA games for ages. Really, really refreshing. Let's, come on. Come on, a little bit closer. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. That's it. There we go! Thank you, sir. We can increase the amount of vitality we recover over time, as well. Oh, the other shield bearers onto us. Oh, okay. We can handle that. Banger says, what are you talking about? I started watching you 1 or 2 weeks ago, and you finished like 3 Souls-like games in that time. Well, now to be fair, Mortal Shell is very short. Hellpoint isn't, but I don't find... Well, okay, Hellpoint's either fairly breezy or excruciatingly punishing, depending on the stage of the game you're at. And Dark Souls 3 is just good old Dark Souls 3. I appreciate it, though. I really do. Okay, now remember, our firecrackers will break damn near any enemy's guard. Ugh. Safety roll. Notice, though, that our firecrackers just destroy his guard. Oh, he was going for a sweep, damn it. His sweep and his grab telegraphs look almost identical, and yes, he does have both. That's an attack we want. We can punish that. There, that was a sweep. Okay, so when he, like, raises the elbow, when he just, like, braces himself, he's going for the grab. When he raises the left elbow, he's going for a sweep. Okay. Halfway there. There we go. Grab. Yep. Okay, halfway there. Now we're going to call in our friend. Yep. Now watch the amount of pain he can bring to Juzou. Nogami Gensai. What a pal. Now imagine fighting this guy without our battle memory. It's actually not too much harder, since Gensai helps, but it takes forever. Oh wow, we actually deflect one of his palm strikes. That's it. Where is our buddy, by the way? Oh, he is caught on some rocks. Good. Good. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Hey. Let me break that guard. Yes! There we are. Perfect. We get a bottle of unrefined sake. Headbanger asks, do you consider Nier Automata to be a Souls-like game? No, I don't. It's actually really reminiscent of character action games in the vein of Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Beautiful Joe, things like that, just on a greater scale and with an open world. It's one of my favorite games of this console generation, far and away. I still haven't finished it completely. I need to, though. But no, I think it's something different. Something really nice, though. We get a bottle of sake, a bottle of cloudy, unrefined sake. Sake is a drink meant for sharing. This cloudy sake is one of Isshin Ashina's favorites. It has a rich, full-bodied flavor. On the other hand, it has a reputation for getting one too drunk too quickly. And a prayer bead, giving us 2 total. Oh, thank you, my friend. My first time through, he didn't survive the fight. Okay. Looks like he's got nothing more to offer us. We get a whopping 39 sen from Juzou. Even bosses don't drop a lot of gold on average. Like, we could do better just by finding coin purses. Which, I mean, that's fine. He gave us quite a bit of experience, didn't he? Yeah, we've already got a skill point and a half. So is there anything in the outbuilding we missed? Doesn't look like it. And we vacuumed up all the goodies, I think. There's one passive we can get later on, I think, that may allow us to, like, automatically loot enemies when we, like, perform a death blow on them from behind or something, but now we're in the smoky main hall, and we are just a stone's throw away from another idol, which you can actually see right over there. Doesn't mean we're home free, of course. There are guards, and by guards I mean archers. We can get the drop on. Now that we've got that passive, absolutely nothing is more important than getting death blows. Get some oil. Believe me, oil is not going to help us for what's coming up. As I said, the boss of the Hirata Estate is notorious for causing new players, even players familiar with Souls-likes, an incredible amount of grief. And causing more than a few to abandon their playthroughs in rage. Quite a shame, because this is a very nice game. But understandable as well. Mibu Balloon of Soul gives you more resurrective power. Yeah, you slowly regain pips of resurrective power, in addition to one you always get every time you die for real and revive, by just killing enemies. Now, this is something I never would have noticed my first time through. I had to, like, have this pointed out to me. If we hug this wall, it's a secret wall containing a treasure room on the other side. And what a treasure room it is. We get some Mibu Balloons of Wealth, few coins, nothing spectacular so far. It's a really well-hidden secret, I think. But if we go in here, we find a chest, and the chests are always where the good stuff is kept in Sekiro, just like in Dark Souls. Oh, we do get some more confetti, too, so again, if we're feeling particularly crazy and want to go challenge a headless, which we don't, what do we have but another prayer bead? We're just one away from yet another expansion to our max health and posture. Very nice. Unfortunately, this means we won't get to upgrade ourselves again before the boss fight, which again is really something special. Now notice over here though, Headbanger says you even know all the secrets. I looked a ton of them up, man. Sekiro's secrets in particular are really well hidden, so like when I was trying to finish out my earlier playthrough, which I didn't complete 100% because the super boss in this game is insane, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, and as it happens, there's lots of treasure boxes and secret rooms just scattered all around the world. It's not like Dark Souls, where you kind of get a sixth sense for, oh, maybe an illusory wall's over here, where this hallway ends really abruptly or something. A lot of these are really well hidden. But here's a familiar face. It's the woman who gave us the bell we need to enter this world of memory. Well, since she and her son are alive in the present day, it lets us know that neither of them die here, but things aren't going to end well for us here, I can promise you that. Oh, this next fight, it's a really good fight, but it's also very, very, very hard. I could just hope that I actually learned something from the rest of the game. Sculptor's Idol, nice, nice. Let's acquire skills if we can. Now the first Ashina art costs us a little bit more. Oh, all the good things cost at least 2. Damn it, because we are likely to lose a ton of that experience we've accumulated in the fight. Well, here's her son, who again isn't dead yet, and isn't going to die here.
やめておけ。恐ろしき現実よ。種ならしがなければ
Yep.
破れぬぞ。
And I could be wrong, but this is one of only a couple times in the entire game snap seeds are super useful. Remember, we picked up a handful of them from the valley where we encountered the Great Serpent. And he's going to give us just the one. Oh, so he was Kuro's previous guardian. That's kind of interesting and something that, something that's largely just thrown to the background from here on out. But what we're going to do first is head back to this idol. We're going to rest at the idol. Then we're going to travel to the dilapidated temple just to see if we can't get something that might make this a little bit easier on us. We still don't have jack in terms of solid upgrade materials, so we can't get, like, super firecrackers or anything yet, which is a real shame. Though, firecrackers and shuriken are actually going to be really useful in the fight. Remember, shuriken deal additional damage to enemies who are airborne, something that doesn't come up that often, but if you clip someone while they're midair with a shuriken, it will deal either a solid amount of physical damage or a ton of posture damage. No? No, not here yet. There's a merchant who shows up later, and I don't know exactly what we've got to do to trigger him. Anything else we can turn in, then? Or maybe we talk to her and she could teach us how to cure the dragon rot.
我が師道元より聞いたことがあります。流因は海星の力を授けることができる。しかしそれは常ならぬ力。繰り返せばやがてよどみがあふれ、関わった者に病として降りかかる。その病を流害と呼ぶと知りながらそれを止められなかったは私の不明です。すみません。
その流害を治す術は
わかりません。ですが、まずは死の残した記録。
Okay, so do we have a gourd seed? We do not.
白いあざならば、あるいは、
Okay, let's rest and then talk to her again and see if she can't work something out. Because dragon rot is really not something we want to afflict our friends. Oh good, they're both here now. Like I said, there's a lot of dialogue in this game, and as well crafted as the characters and world are, a lot of it's not terribly compelling.
はい。咳とともに出たものです。血の色がわずかによどんでいるような。しかし、これだけできること。流害にかかったものが。
Right, so we need to go find the old woman and get a sample of her blood.
それがもっと。
Okay. Now we're actually going to have to do this right now, because until we do, I don't think there's any way we can cure the dragon rot, which is definitely not something we want to put up with. So, the old woman was near, past the gate path, I want to say. Once we get rid of the boss in Hirata Estate, though, the next little stretch of the game I don't remember being, like, just excruciatingly punishing. We just have to fight our way through Ashina Castle in an attempt to rescue Kuro. Which we can do, but rescuing him only really concludes the game's first act. There's a whole lot more to go thereafter. Yeah, they're down there. Yeah, these guys don't pose much of a threat at this point. The Taro Trooper does, but not anyone else. Yeah, you're supposed to do this stealthily, but, you know, screw it. Really looking forward to playing Crash 4 with you guys. That's gonna be a lot of fun. This is not going to be a lot of fun. Ooh, we got hit by the head of the mallet. Despite ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now he's all tuckered out. There we go. I am just secretly hoping we'll get enough EXP to get a second skill point so we can save them, save our experience by funneling it into one of those shinobi skills. Let's try. If we speak with her. Forgive me, I'm gonna be kind of skipping through some of this dialogue quickly. Take coughed up blood sample. Good. Perfect. Now we can concoct a cure. Hopefully. Let's, hang around just long enough to get a little bit more EXP. And if it sounds like I'm paranoid about the fight that's coming up, just wait and see. I promise you, all of this caution is entirely warranted. Because again, for a lot of people, they encounter the boss of Hirata Estate long before Oniwa, who is, again, relatively easy, fairly manageable, and non-threatening. And that boss will eat even, like, certain mid-game characters alive if they're not properly prepared or skilled at the art of deflection and dealing with special attacks. The illusions that have been mentioned to us several times over now actually aren't that dangerous. It's just gonna be a standard knockdown drag-out. Go. There it is, hey! Alright, now with that, we can use our idol to get back to the temple. Conclude the little dragon rot side quest line as we levitate over the bodies of some of our victims. And get on out of here. Okay, now we're gonna sidle on up here, talk to Emma. We can give her the blood sample. Okay. Good. Now we're going to go rest again, talk to her, and then we can conclude the quest line. Oh wait, no, sorry. Skill. Makes it harder to detect us. Gives us Ichimonji. I think I'll take Ichimonji first and then work on suppressing our presence later on. Yeah, because now we have 2 really good latent skills available. For just 1 skill point, we get one that, after deflection, increases damage to enemy posture from everything, allowing those really powerful, like, follow-up strikes of ours to become even stronger. and increases the damage inflicted to posture upon deflection. So the Ashina skill tree is just all about making combat, or making us more powerful in combat. Which is why I really dig it.
はい流害の源
何故
あなたはいずれよみがわりの力を
竜がい
Right, so if we use up all of our resurrective power, we start tapping the life force of those around us, unwillingly.
ゆえに
どうい
奪ったこれを
So by using this dragon's blood droplet, we can cure all of the dragon rot present in the world. An item that is rarely dropped by a divine heir or the dragon's heritage. Using it will slightly increase resurrective power. Restore the power of life to those who have been drained of it by offering this drop to the sculptor's idol with the recovery charm in hand. In turn, all afflicted with the dragon rot will be healed. The incessant coughing must cease, and the recovery charm. With this charm, one can offer a dragon's blood droplet at a sculptor's idol. This charm contains a dragon rot victim's blood, which Emma managed to purify and solidify into a bloodstone.
狼では
Later on, we can offer her and other NPCs some of the sake we come across in the game in exchange for, like, little character development vignettes and the like. There's multiple kinds of booze to find as well, by the by. So we're going to go ahead and restore the dragon rot, or rather, restore those afflicted with dragon rot. Get this lovely little graphic. And get ready to inadvertently cause a whole lot more dragon rot as we throw ourselves time and again at what's going to be a very, very tough boss. Probably. I'm hopeful that I can get this in just a few tries, but as I said, it's a very difficult fight. It's not like Oniwa at all, either, where he was kind of big and ostentatious and clearly telegraphed most of his stuff. That got him. Hold on just 1 second. Going to, like, share the link on Twitch, which I should have done the first time around. Okay. There we go. Alright. Hold on. Just getting my affairs in order before we take on a tough, tough boss. So, underneath this tatami mat is a passage to a secret temple in the heart of the Hirata Estate. We can kind of assume from Kuro's mystical nature to a lot of the dialogue surrounding this area that the Hirata are a particularly religious and naturally or metaphysically attuned clan. So if we use the key to the hidden temple we get from Owl, we emerge into this gorgeous arena, which I think was featured pretty heavily in promo materials. Obvious why, because like this is not Dark Souls 1 anymore. FromSoft has got their fire effect down. This looks absolutely gorgeous. And if we head forth toward Kuro, we'll see he's not exactly with it.
巫女様現実か
He's been hypnotized. Isn't there somebody we've heard of who's really talented with illusions? Yep. It's a member of Wolf's own adoptive family, Lady Butterfly. An elder kunoichi, an extremely talented magician.
なすべきこと
Now, despite what you may think, looking at her and, like, assessing her lore, she is not like this ranged mage-type boss. No, Grandma is a stand-up, knockdown, drag-out brawler who relies on physical strength, in addition to just a couple shinobi tools. She is extremely dangerous at close range, and hits like a truck. She jumps around on tripwire, or, little silk wires pretty frequently to throw kunai and the like at us, most of which we can just simply block early on. But will also, like, open herself up when she goes for these crazy axe kicks or diving kicks. Those are going to be the attacks we want to punish. For the most part, otherwise, she's pretty solid in her defense. Oh, sweet, right out the gate. And if we had just a couple more of those Ashina upgrades, we would have a much easier time with this. Oh my god. See, she's really fast, and can home, and will just beat you down in a matter of seconds. She also doesn't take that much damage from most of our attacks, just no-sells a lot of it. Oh, that's a grab. Hey, phase 1 down. And yeah, despite what's present in the upper left-hand corner, I did say phase 1. Because, remember, she's a really talented illusionist. Now she's going to start calling in these clouds of illusory goblins to attack us, unless we use a snap seed to disperse them. There we go, punish the kicks. Try to avoid everything else. Oh, I think not. Notice we got a second cast of resurrection, thankfully. Oh wait, the goblins are still here? Snapseed. There we go. We just might be able to get her. Hold tight. She's way more dangerous now because she'll start supplementing her kunai with these glowing butterfly projectiles. The same ones that we can use her kunai to augment our shuriken with once we buy the item from that merchant. See? And they come out with a very slight delay, making dealing with her a little bit more troublesome. Well, okay, tell you what, no matter what, this is a run I can be proud of. Good. Let's give her a taste of our ninja tools. Oh, she knocked us down, are you kidding me? Okay. Snapseed. If we let them stick around, she'll convert them into swarms of those phantom butterflies. And, like, send them homing in on us. Hey! We got her! Holy shit, guys, first try? That was one of the hardest bosses in the game for me. The first time took me dozens of tries. I guess I did learn from the rest of the game. And we took down an Elder Shinobi. That's pretty powerful, honestly. We get... This is truly a memory of an extraordinary foe. The Phantom Lady Butterfly was a seasoned practitioner of illusions. And we get a Sakura droplet. Pale pink crystal residue known to form when an immortal oath fails to establish. Increases resurrective power, allowing 1 additional resurrection. Maximum resurrection, of course. We still only start with 1 every time we die. And have to, most times we die, I should say, and have to unlock the others or build them up by getting death blows. To repeat the vows of the Undying and be awarded resurrective power once more surely necessitates the aid of a divine child of the dragon's heritage. And that's it. Along with a whole bunch of EXP, we get the Sakura droplet and a battle memory, and we're done in the Hirata Estate. We've done really well. And saved Kuro, right? Well, no. Because as it happens, Kuro needs to save us. Question, though. Who stabbed us? Well, we don't get to learn for some time. I'm just so stoked we managed to get Lady Butterfly in one. Even without the battle memory and prayer necklace, I don't think I would have been able to do that, honestly. She just deals so much damage. General rule in Sekiro, though, is unless you see that red kanji appear overhead, just try to block everything. You can block or deflect most things. No, so it's time for Kuro to save us. Again. Hey, Lack, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today, man. Oh, we got enough for two and about a third skill points. That's perfect. We'll get through this kind of quickly. Again, I'm sorry skipping or moving quickly through a lot of this dialogue, if only because there's so much of it. Ask what the Buddha showed him. Doing pretty well, Lack. We are making quite a bit of progress today, and this is going to be a fairly long stream, so excited to continue our Soulsborne adventures. And before long, I think next up will be the conclusion to Avengers, and then Crash 4. We could give him some sake, we're not going to quite yet. Anything we can do to upgrade our prosthetic? I don't know that we picked anything up, no. We need more gunpowder and iron to get the super flame vent. We need a different tool we don't have quite yet to unlock the long spark, which is just a long-lasting firecracker. And we just need a bit more in the way of iron dregs to get the spinning shuriken. We want to get all of these at some point, I promise you. Especially these last few. Grand. Well, we've made a ton of progress. Oh, more sake. Ashina sake. We'll be handing these out to NPCs later on, I promise you. This one is Ashina sake. Bottle of Ashina sake given by Emma. Sake is a drink meant for sharing. While it does not contain water from the fountainhead, it's made from the purest of waters and is a drink beloved by the people of Ashina. Very nice. We'll keep this... Ah, wait, no. If that's a special item we're meant to give to the sculptor, I guess it's time for yet more dialogue. Ah, so Emma is Dr. Dogen's daughter. Yeah, so this is something kind of important, I suppose. The sculptor is a former shinobi himself, but one who I believe relied way more on strength than we do, given his build. He also enjoyed a very long and fruitful career before he lost his arm and needed Dogen to craft him the prosthetic. Okay, so it is skill time once again. And I think... I think we'll go ahead and get Ascending Carp, then maybe work on the others. Increases the amount of damage to posture when attacked by an enemy with a sword, or reduces the amount of damage to posture, I'm sorry, and recovers posture upon executing a successful death blow. Again, the Ashina skill tree isn't very big, nor is it terribly varied in its progression compared to the others, but it is incredibly effective. Like, kind of mundane, but effective. I guess we'll go for Suppress Presence next. Oh wait, we've got a battle memory to confront. Phantom Lady Butterfly was appointed by the wolf's foster father as one of his mentors in shinobi techniques. These mentors employed strict methods. The cultivation of shinobi techniques can only be achieved in the midst of battle. Now we are properly tough, and since we completed the Hirata Estate little side quest, we can head back to the old woman and her son to maybe receive at the least some, like, a proper conclusion to their quest line, and maybe a reward. I forget if we get a proper reward for this outside of what we gathered from Lady Butterfly's fight. Hello, Hell Chicken. And goodbye. We won't see Hell Chicken quite as frequently from this point on, but they'll be around, don't you worry. Good, got him. Oh, and we're under fire once again. Look how much damage we deal now, though, eh? Nice try. Honestly amazed that shot didn't connect, but happy it didn't. Just get these guys for some easy XP. Getting those essential skills is super important right now. Is this the one in the cloak? Yeah. Dang it. Ooh, yeah, now we deal plenty of posture damage upon a successful deflection. Yeah, check that out. Please. Thank you. Very nice. Now then, find our friends. Oh, she passed away in the interim. Yeah, there's no way to prevent this. She's at the very end of life, and he somehow made his way up here, despite his injuries. And we lose him too. So that's resolution. It's not really a reward or anything. It's quite sad. But we did complete that quest line. And I guess if you want to be really coldly pragmatic about it, I guess one of the benefits is it's less likely then that multiple NPCs will be afflicted with dragon rot, since they're no longer with us. Harsh way to think about it, but true. the cannoneers onto us. Time to move. Time to move. Oh yeah, that one had no posture at all. I love that this is supposed to be kind of a stealth-oriented section, but since we have battle memories and skills and all that, we could just punch straight through them like tissue paper. Let's not forget to grab all of the coin we possibly can, because I think, yeah, there's some stuff that the memorial mob is still selling over near, the Tengu's location, right? Near Oniwa. Bye, Hell Chicken. There we are. Okay, so, Ashina Castle Gate is where we fought Oniwa. So if we go visit the memorial mob, we could see if there's anything else they have to offer. There's usually, I want to say, like, one memorial mob for every major, like, area, like those that receive their own categories in the fast travel menu. That's not a hard, fast rule, but this one was right over here, so let's Naruto run our way on over. And the game's about to seriously open up. There will be like 3 different paths we can take. Are there any offerings worth purchasing? No, we've got everything. We can also sell them stuff, but I hardly ever do, because much like in Dark Souls, well, the Dark Souls series, selling items isn't typically economical. It's usually better to keep them, just in case you might need one in your back pocket. Which in Sekiro, since our baseline gameplay mechanic is kind of simple and very narrowly curated, is more often true than not. Hey, how's it going? There we go. Now, if you remember, last time we made it close enough to, hold on, what are these guys saying? We didn't catch it last time. So Ishin's very ill, and without him, Ashina isn't going to hold on that long. And so on the other side of the castle, someone called Black Hat is operating. We'll want to run into them, because I'm pretty sure they give us a shinobi tool. Do something very foolish and try fighting these guys again. There we go. Oh, what was here? Oh, just more pellets. Okay. Nice and easy. Very good. See, just a few upgrades can take you very, very far in Sekiro. But when last we left off, there were a bunch of soldiers speaking quite fearfully about some kind of wild beast that Ashina was planning on using as a yet another one of its incredibly impractical secret weapons in the war. And that's what we'll be squaring up against next. Make sure we've got our firecrackers. Just usually when there are beasts involved, you want either the firecrackers, if it's an animal, or the flame vent, if it's a red eyes. And in this case, I'm fairly certain our boss is indeed an animal. Taro troopers with mallets aren't that bad. The ones we're going to meet later on that use, like, the giant brass bells, on the other hand, can be downright nasty. Notice over there is, I think that might be the field where Genichiro cut us down earlier on, like at the end of the prologue. Looks like it anyway. So we got some ash. Oh, scrap iron. Very, very good. We actually desperately need some more of that. A lot of it, in fact. There's a place later on where we can just start rolling around in iron and gunpowder if we're so inclined. And, we are so inclined. What's in here, though? This little tower. Is this just an alternative access point to the side of the castle? No, it's not. I don't think. Yeah, because we've not been over here before. More items. And, lizards. Just the worst. Fortunately, we can kill them all just with mid-air death blows. Don't even need to strike them before. And aside from spitting venom, I don't know that they can do anything at all. So, we'll just gladly take their little bits of experience and get... Oh, more iron. Good. And, stealth sugar. Once we get those upgrades, it won't be super important, but I guess good to have in... if you're, like, trying to sneak up on a boss or what have you. So let's just swing our way on over here. Take down these guards. Kiri counter, of course, because Kiri is best. So welcome to Ashina Castle. But not yet, because I'm going to take a drink before our boss battle, which is a absolutely crazy one. I'm not entirely sure I even have a definite strategy for, other than just spam firecrackers like mad. So we're going to take out what guards we can, stealthily. And get ready for the Blazing Bolt, who will just pulverize the rest. This is just a mammoth bull that has had, like, a burning veil tied to its horns. And as you can see, it deals crazy damage, and attacks in a kind of nondescript fashion. Firecrackers are your friends because they'll cause it to reel like that. And I also believe firecrackers deal a significant amount of posture damage. But then it'll do that and just beat you down almost instantly. It's a weird fight due to the way the enemy moves, the way the enemy's attacks are treated by the game, the fact the enemy's practically always attacking. There we go. Now fortunately it does just have the one health bar. Amazingly, we can even counter its attacks. It's just a fight against rampaging cattle. Because the wolf would do gangbusters at a rodeo. There you go, have some more firecrackers. Stun it, like so. There we go. Or just get a blade into its flank. But once you knock it over, one single death blow, and that's all it takes. It's down. An absolutely bonkers fight that does get us a prayer bead, and Shinobi Medicine rank 2, further increasing the strength of our gourd and pellets. So, it's a crazy madcap fight, but one that's well worth it, to say the least. Got a couple more guards to cut down, but I'm sure you could already see there's a sculptor's idol on the other side of the door. Good. Done. Easy. Now from here, there's actually two different areas we could access. We could go after Kuro and Genichiro in the Ashina Castle Keep, or we could explore a couple side paths, including the one over there to the Ashina Reservoir, the area where we started the game. We're actually going to explore the reservoir first, because there's some cool loot over there that'll actually make our journey through the castle quite a bit easier. So we're going to enhance our physical attributes and get a second prayer necklace, like so. In Ashina, there's a towering pink ogre of a man, said to have gone red-eyed and run amok before he was long shut away in a forsaken dungeon. So I guess he was like this local legend who was broken out of the dungeon by Genichiro and his men. And we'll acquire a skill. This time we'll go for Suppressed Presence. Yes, thank you. Increase the damage inflicted to posture upon executing a successful Makiri counter. Oh, all these are so good. So good. But I think we want to go for the Flowing Water, Descending Carp, then probably either Suppress Sound or Shinobi Eyes. I like getting all my passives first, as I'm sure you can tell. So we're going to go ahead and rest up here. And speak to this elderly pilgrim who's going to appear at several points throughout the game to kind of allude to certain special paths we can take to unique treasures or loot that'll move us towards certain endings and such. Yeah, so the Senpo Temple, apparently we can access it from over there. And someone very special lives over there. Senpo Temple is my second favorite area in the entire game, and we will be going there before too long, but we're going to clear Ashina Castle and most of the reservoir first. We have a coin purse, nice. I think there is another memorial mob somewhere around here, so that's good to have. Yes, there's an armored Taro trooper somewhere around here. Yeah, so apparently there's an armored Taro trooper whose special armor isn't secured all that tightly. Important information to have. Promise you. Oh, that guy dropped a gatehouse key. The key to a samurai gatehouse located in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the well the wolf was kept in. Here, Gyobu the demon's broken horn is respectfully guarded by Ashina samurai, so that's Oniwa's horn. Broken horn is the spear blade once wielded by Gyobu the demon. It's said that no prey can escape Gyobu's horn. It pulls enemies in and is even capable of stripping an enemy's armor. Do you get it yet? It's very heavily suggesting what our next shinobi tool is and what it's going to do. Of course. Now, over here on the other side of the gate, we can actually see the armored, or is that an armored Taro trooper? It's one of them with the bell at any rate. With dogs, it's going to be less than pleasant. But what we want to do is access the reservoir. First, we're going to clear out the underside once again. And we're back. This is obviously the area where Genichiro cut us down. Locked for now. Oh, and there's more of these assassins around here, the rats. Go, just use the axe to open them up. Cut them down. Easy peasy. Those of them with the slightly smaller big hats are pretty easy to deal with. No exceptional stamina or anything like that. Oh, contact medicine, that's nice of him. Iron and a heavy coin purse. Good stuff. I think we've got enough iron now to purchase an upgrade once we get back to the sculptor. But that's not going to be for some time. Is there anything more down? Oh, yes, there is. Oh, I was hoping we could have landed that as a plunging death blow, but no dice. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, look at all that poison. Got him. And what was he guarding? Oh, Mibu Balloon of Spirit increases the rate at which we'll find or enemies will drop spirit emblems. That's very situationally useful. In my experience, you don't honestly go wanting for spirit emblems all that often, because you find them just all over the place, and enemies drop them pretty regularly as it is. But I guess if your playstyle incorporates a ton of shinobi tools, which, I mean, that's fair dues, some of the upgraded shinobi tools are absolutely monster in combat, you may want to keep those on deck. So if we skirt our way around here, we'll see a sculptor's idol now, near where we fought the leader before. Oh, the gate doesn't open from this side, eh? Gotta open it from the other side, alright. We'll claim the sculptor's idol, the Ashina Reservoir idol. And Ashina Reservoir is, I believe, its own, like, little category in the map. Oh, yeah, because we could access it from Ashina Castle, that's right. Never mind. We're in the right place. Got some dogs lurking around. So there's another shinobi in the area. Nothing to worry about, I assure you. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Let's take him out so we can deal with the dogs. Easy. Give us that money, please. We can access Mount Simpo through a passage on the other side of that gate, by the way. But again, going to wait until, well, maybe I'll wait until after we're done with Kuro to do so. Maybe I won't. I did last time, but apparently there's a special NPC we can only talk to if we go to Mount Congo beforehand. So we'll see. Oh, trying to raise the alarm. No, you don't. So we'll want to head to the Moonview Tower, as well as explore the area right over there where we started the game. And in fact, I think we'll do this first. There's a new friend waiting for us here.
Makoto Shimiru.
Notice the color of his cloak. He's, perhaps affiliated with the Interior Ministry. I don't know. Well, talk to him. Oh, no, he's Ashina then. He's just got a very strikingly colored cloak. We talk to him now. Yeah, he's hearing somebody play the shamisen very beautifully, but I can promise you, even though the game audio might be a little quiet, there is nothing like that around here we can hear. But apparently it's coming from down there. Even though menu comes up, we are not given the opportunity. Or we're never given a choice there. Yeah, he's a little unwell. But he's not crazy, I'll tell you that. Haven't heard the shamisen. Okay. Yeah, and he says it feels like it's calling to him. Yeah, you know, that can only end well. Now, if we go over here, we'll notice, there's somebody down in the well. There's a mini-boss in the well. A mini-boss we're normally intended to, like, run up to, be interrogated by, because they're looking for someone who fits our description, and then attacked. But, it's a lone shadow. It's another lone shadow, one of the, Tokugawa shinobi. But, since these guys are tough enough as is, we're going to get a plunging attack in on them. Oh, the benefits of having played this game before. 1 second. Alright, mini-boss time. Oh, he has, like, different dialogue for when we, like, get the jump on him like that. He's got a slightly more tattered-looking cloak and, like, a darker uniform, but he is much the same as the guy we fought at Hirata Estate, I promise you. Just, much stronger. What we want is for him to go for one of those thrust kicks. The drop kick is still insane, by the way. Yeah, let's open him up for a couple blows. Oh, we could have literally gotten the jump on him. Oh! No, don't you dare. Certain mini-bosses can do that. They could just take a moment to recover their poise and restore their posture more or less at will. Not fond of it, but there's not many of them that can. These guys, the samurai generals, one or two more, I think. So I'm not exactly a master of getting deflections, but those that we are getting are more than important enough. There we go. That got it. Oh, and he dropped a special upgrade material. Well, not exactly special, but rare for this point in the game. Scrap magnetite. Magnetic ore mined in Ashina. Base material commonly used in prosthetic tool upgrades of intermediate and higher rank. Forging with magnetite produces a hard steel, a precious commodity in Ashina. Bedrock offering up this ore is constantly mined out, making it a rare one at that. And a prayer bead. Oh, two little pouches of magnetite. That's really good. Hey, Exit, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Brutal fight. Yeah, no, it was. Thankfully, we know what to do there. Otherwise, we would have to drain 2 of, Oh, Exit says you need to lower the volume of the game and increase your mic level. You got it. Thank you very much, man. And, you're welcome to join us in, like, live commentary if you'd like. I think I found a way, finally, to, share my screen. Okay, and Mike... How's this? This a bit better? This could make it too quiet now, but... could be closer to the money. Now we need to go over to the Moonview Tower for what is another one of those tricky boss battles. Exit says a bit, huh? Okay, one more thing I can try then. There. Let's see how we're doing now. Oh, someone maybe kinda sorta saw us. Doesn't matter. Got heavy coin purse, and since we had to open this with a key, this should be Oniwa's horn, right? And yes, in fact, it is. Gyobu's broken horn. Famed horn spear once used by Gyobu Masataka Oniwa, affixed to the shinobi prosthetic to create a prosthetic tool. The horn contracts to pull enemies in, and is also capable of stripping crude armor. When the horn was broken during the rebellion, Ishin praised it for its splendid shape, awarding Oniwa with the cross-bladed spear of Shuzan Tamura. Right, so this allows us to basically get a combat grappling hook. Exit says much better. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know about that, man. Audio balance is always so tricky to just nail on the nose, isn't it? Ceramic. Not important. Oh, hello. Now, as far as what I can do about mic volume, there's a couple things. As it says, yes, Streamlabs helps a lot with that. I'm still trying to get it set up properly. It wouldn't recognize my capture card as like a source, or it wouldn't display the picture. So I'm going to be workshopping some solutions for that. But to get to the Moonview Tower, we're just going to take more or less the same exact route we did before. Easy. There shouldn't be anyone or anything new over here, but... Notice, there's quite a hefty samurai over there with a spear the size of, well, our entire body. That's one of the Ashina 7 spears. Really powerful guardians of the land. And, we're going to have to kill one. Get ready for Makiri counters up the ass, and absolutely nothing else. Because trying to fight this guy head-on is just an exercise in frustration. Good. He's got tons of posture, though, so we gotta be careful. There we go. Oof. Oh, jeez. Couldn't recover in time. Oh, and he's got reach. Dear God, does he got reach. Whew. Oh, there's the cleave. Good. Got him. He deals an insane amount of posture damage. That's kind of his thing. So we want to fight him a little bit more conventionally. Ooh. Jeez. I forgot about that one. That was a sweep. Oh god, that was a sweep. Okay. There's a couple ways we could deal with this. There we go. Hit him with the firecrackers. Okay, so while preparing for the cleave, he's actually quite vulnerable. Oh my god! Jesus Christ. Yeah, this fight's kind of famous, amongst the player base, for just the insane amount of damage and reach he has. You fight a second one much later into the game, like, toward the tail end, but he's eminently manageable in a way that this guy isn't. Get some of that experience back that we lost, because we lost it all. Christ. That one death just threw me off my rhythm. We'll get it back, though. We'll get it back. Rest. Killing him is worth it, though. Like always in Sekiro, taking down the mini-bosses and getting their rewards is well worth the effort. we could get some of that experience back pretty quickly. Hello. The reason why stealth is kind of advised here, or at least suggested by the environments, because aside from a Taro trooper or two, this area is dominated almost exclusively by riflemen. Fury counter, thank you. Give me back my health. Oh god, it's one of these with the Kanabo. That, I believe, is the same basic combo as the mallet variant. Christ. Well, let's leave the Taro troopers for now, shall we? Pellet, just the one, but useful, I suppose. We'll take it. Oh god, it's these guys again. Right. Okay, time to sneak back around. Always more than one way to approach a situation in this game. I will always go for the cheat method. Well, for someone who's handled the health as inelegantly as humanly possible, I'm actually doing okay here. There we go. Actually get some reflections in. Perfect. Good. Now let's see if, with all of our shinobi might, we can't take down a single health bar on the Ashina Spearman. He is a tough customer, like no joke. What we want to do, I'm kind of remembering now, even though it is like moderate risk, but we want to kite out the cleave that he has to twirl the spear overhead. Oh, shit. Wrong approach, he saw us, so we're going to have to wait this out until he goes non-hostile again. Wait for him to start twirling the spear overhead for that cleave. Get one or two swings in, like, just whap whap, and then get right out of the way. Okay, what's up here? Okay, so he's just standing guard. Let's try that again. This time we're going to go like firecrackers in straight away. Oh man, he can combo you so easily. That range. Shoot. Come on, go for the twirl. Oh, there we go. That opened him up. There we go. god. He's got pretty solid combo potential, too. Oh yeah, you can also dodge that to the side, I forgot. Let's get off the stairs, buddy. The stairs, freak old Brady out. There we go. Hey, there it is. Okay, second try. That wasn't too bad, honestly. One more prayer bead, and that's it from him. Well, prayer bead and experience. So the question is then, what's in the Moonview Tower? And I honestly don't know, because I don't remember. Right back to where it all started. Oh, we've got another ghost. Oh, it's the stuff from the intro again. Okay. Makes sense, it's where Kuro was, so we have like a residual fragment of his essence. Anything else in here then, or are we just brought here to tussle with the spearmen? Oh no, I think I saw something around the exterior of the tower. Hold on. Might get it. Oh, hello. That's what we're looking for. What is this? Oh, another Juzou statue. Nice. Well, that's kind of nice to have, honestly. Not like super critical, but nice little treasure. And with that, I think we're done at the reservoir for now. So what I'm going to do is continue on past the Lone Shadow Longswordsman until we hit the next idol, which shouldn't be too far. Down we go. And now through the water. We'll learn to dive later, which will add a bit more of an element of exploration to these aquatic sections. But not yet. More scrap iron. Very good. And to the abandoned dungeon. Except not really the abandoned dungeon, because the area called abandoned dungeon is primarily accessed through another area. We got lizards. And we got a ton of them. Let's just go to town on them. The area is largely dark, save for that figure, clearly a boss, surrounded by some kind of mystical energy. I'll tell you right now, this is an enemy we are going to want to wait to fight for quite some time. There's a late-game Shinobi tool upgrade that will completely trivialize this encounter, which is useful because it's not the boss we need to worry about, it's this status effect it tends to inflict quite easily. Exodus says, Nito, is that you? No, actually. This is, believe it or not, a very fast, ranged opponent. A Shichimen warrior. Looks kind of similar, I guess, but plays very differently. As it says, could have fooled me. And man, if you want to join, I think I said this earlier, but I could be wrong because I had a very late night and my brain's just all over the place. I am streaming to Discord now, so if you'd like to join us, you are more than welcome to. From the bottomless hole, I don't know why Abandoned Dungeon is its own area. It really shouldn't be. It's a small transitory area, but it's there. We're going to travel to the Ashina Castle once again. Oh, and I was wrong. Ashina Reservoir does not get its own tab, but it does get its own location on the map. Alright, whatever. We're going to climb our way up Ashina Castle and stop just before the boss. Because at that point, we're going to take on Senpo Temple, which is me going in a different order than I did the first time around. if we go up through Ashina Castle, we should get just enough prayer beads to upgrade ourselves once more, which is going to make the temple much, much easier. Hold on, how many skill points do we have? 2? We can get a skill with 2, can't we? Can we get the skills we want with 2? We cannot get the skill we want with 2. But 2 more skill points, and we will be largely done with our exploration of the Ashina skill tree for now. Then it'll be on to these 2. Okay, so I guess we'll hold off for now. Yet another remnant. Near a small army of Matchlock Ashigaru. And a samurai general. So this one's fought in a really different context from the first 2. Remember, the first samurai general we fought just in straight up one-to-one combat to really learn how to fight bosses in this game. The second one was surrounded by fairly weak range troopers that we had to take out one at a time in a stealthy fashion to prepare for the fight. And this one is surrounded in the moment by a bunch of matchlock-wielding soldiers. So what we want to do is actually find a way to take them out in just such a way that we aren't posed a significant threat by him while we do so. In other words, the fight's going to be all about exploiting the iframes we get from executing the musketeers. Now down here, we've got a side path, so to speak. Pellet, sure. And this is the way to the Ashina Reservoir. That's right. Ta-da. Now, let's see if we can't get back up from here. And we can, thank you. Kinda hurting for a gourd seed, though. It's been ages since we picked one up. So up here, we finally run into the Nightjars for the first time as enemies. The quote-unquote elite Ashina Shinobi, who totally aren't really, really fragile and prone to just taking themselves out by launching straight into our guard time and again. Ooh. See, as it happens, their posture is effectively non-existent. Nice. And as for the soldiers he was overlooking, yeah, we're going to take care of them just as easily. This is the stage in the game where we have enough upgrades to act like a proper shinobi. Did I see someone just lunge at me from behind? Oh god, yeah, another one of these. Give me your worst. Oh, that... We didn't get a clean hit in on the hat, so we didn't destroy the guard. There we go. That's how it's done. Kinda, sorta, not really. Over here, more iron. We'll be able to afford quite a few upgrades by the time we go back to the dilapidated temple at this point. Ooh! Perfect coordination from them. Oh, and that doesn't alert the others? Nice. Our upgrade, our stealth upgrade's already paying off, because otherwise I'm fairly certain they definitely would have seen us. Now, you generally want to stay to the rooftops your first time making it through each of these areas around Ashina Castle, because the Nightjars are everywhere. And, oh, just barely observant, apparently. may have a bit of an issue here, folks. Oh, right in view of the boss. That is not a good thing. Or no, that's not the boss. That's just the garrison, but still. Well, we got him. Absolutely gorgeous little area we're in. These smoke signals you can see hanging all around have been planted by nightjars to facilitate communication. You can also see some of them flying around on kites. Classic, like, ninja film style. Now what we're gonna do is just creep around the periphery to make sure we didn't miss any big items. Then we'll go take care of that little garrison. Then, and only then, will we challenge the samurai general. I also want to clear out the nightjars just in case they drop into support. I'm not sure that they do. They're obviously way more effective at range than they are up close. God, are they actually gonna take me down? Jesus Christ. I'm doing terribly. Let's hit him with a special skill then. Block them during one of their flips, though. They're totally helpless. They can't block or anything. That's the way. Hey, there's our skill point. And there's the guy from the kite. He normally takes new players out because he just comes out of friggin' nowhere. He's going to fight us with a flaming giant shuriken. Got him. Let's go take care of the garrison now. Someone we can just talk to over here. Oh, right, this is the merchant, I think, that eventually shows up in the main hub. Yep, we are indeed a shinobi. That is a thing someone would readily admit to. Okay, so if we clear out the garrison, he'll move to the hub. Alright, we'll help out because more items are always desirable. Appreciate how he's hiding from them about 10 feet away, but as we've seen, they're not the most observant fellas. There we go, Makira counter, thank you. Now we'll take this fella out. Nice. Now the rifleman. Break his guard with just a single blow, nice and easy. As you can see, if we're close enough to the ones with the general, they're not going to be a huge threat to us. Just 1, 2, done. 1, 2, done. Okay, I think we've cleared out the entire courtyard. So we're good to report back to our friend, our new friend. Oh, the Nightjar Beacon memo. A note on smoke signals used by Ashina Shinobi, the Grey Nightjars. Pale pink smoke signals are placed along the rooftops of Ashina Castle. These signals guide the Nightjar. The ashen-feathered flock are surely the only ones able to follow such a trail. So yeah, if we follow them, the smoke signals do lead us somewhere. But first things first, getting rid of that damn general. he himself fights just like the other two. But it's going to be the musketeers who make this dangerous. Oh, what's over here? Oh, pellet. Nice. Always handy for just that little last-minute health boost. Mibu Balloon of Wealth. Good to have. So, oh, he was going to give a rousing speech. Okay, never mind. Whoopsie. Going to try to land so that our first death blow from above lands on the general, and we can use some of the time he takes to recover, even though it's just a couple seconds, to take care of a couple of the riflemen. That seems to be the best way to go about this, I think. Now, actually landing on him is going to be somewhat challenging. Nope, nope, got him. We can use our combat art. Took care of two of them at once. That's the way, use those iframes, use those iframes. Damn it. Alright, Kuronosuke Matsumoto. Do your worst, sir. Oh! Shoot. Oh, he's guarding something in that chest, though. Got him. It's possible he could kill us, but since we still have a resurrection, I think it's safe to call this one. Oh, there we go, but as usual, they go off right after we get knocked on our ass. Thanks, firecrackers. After all that talking up I did. Nope. You do not get to discard your stamina damage so easily. Thank you. Prayer bead? Yeah, prayer bead. And whatever's in the box. He says, let me know when you want help setting up Streamlabs. I think I know how to solve your problem. Thank you very much, man. I will definitely take you up on that offer because I have no idea what to do. That was a nice and easy encounter. Daunting, maybe, and it certainly would have been much harder if you tried to run straight at him as soon as you entered the castle proper. But with just a little exploration and preparation, it's not bad at all. Now what's over on this side of the castle? Jack all is the answer, apparently. Just the path to the reservoir. Yeah. Nothing much, I'm afraid. Can we open the main door from here? Nope. We have to work our way down from the inside, which is fine. Let's pop a pellet. We should be able to make it through the inside without major issues. Exit says squats. Not today, my friend. Not today. There will be plenty of squats tomorrow on Seth's stream. I can promise you that. And you know what? I may squat in solidarity with her. Ungo Sugar. Oh, hi. Calling in all his buddies for the party. Ooh, Jesus. Well, I remember the Nightjars being pretty easy. Maybe it's because I usually fought them when I was a little bit more developed than this. They do show up at various points throughout the game. Oh, and the burn damage killed me. The problem is, when I played through the first time around, I was way more focused on stealth than this, and fighting them one-on-one isn't that bad. Problem here is the one, I didn't know they could do this, actually summoned all of them in the vicinity. We just gotta get out of here, though. Oh, Jesus! Hey, Seth, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. And hope you had a great day at work. So, our problem there is literally every ninja on the perimeter of the castle attacked us all at once. Not something I knew they could do. Again, one-on-one, they're really not that bad. And, I think in my first playthrough, I took the, Ichimonji technique from the Ashina skill book at this point, and it allows you to just devastate their guard. That's how I usually remember fights with them going down. And yeah, a couple of them will just self-destruct, or they'll immolate themselves. Most famously, the one, who charges at you from the kite usually ends up, I think, killing himself, but didn't last time. Oh, they keep clocking me with the shuriken in midair. Jesus! That's it. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. The purple signals, I know we're joking, of course, but in actuality, this, like, really fragrant purple incense is sacred in Ashina and, like, wards off evil spirits, or other malign influences. So I think that's why. That, and it kind of stands out against the color palette of the castle. Only in this stream can you ask a joking question and receive a serious answer. That's usually the opposite of the way we do things, but... Okay. We can do this. Ace says, I was looking for the serious answer, but yeah, you know me. Well, they lead us to a route into the castle. Since the main gates are locked. Oh, Lord. Whoops. That one was on me. Seth says I'm fine with the joke answers, too. Well, you'll have to content yourself with the joke gameplay, I'm afraid. Okay, there's a bunch of them, like, right over there. Oh, and now he turns around. Yeah, perfect. If we just start with the high ground, we might be able to do a decent job of this. There we are. There's like 3 different variants of night jars, I want to say. These are not the worst. The ones with like all black shrouds are a little tougher, and I think can ignite their kunai. Seth says gravity still works, Brady, even in Japan. I thought there was going to be another level of roof protruding out beneath that one, but I was wrong. As often, I was wrong. None of them have called in backup this time, though, allowing us to make pretty short work of them all. Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to get an aerial death blow. They don't ignite their shuriken as much as they throw up a cloud of gunpowder and spark it by twirling their weapon around really quickly. That's pretty cool, honestly. Ooh. There we go. There we don't go. There we clip straight through the castle. Okay. Bunch of lizards here. Not afraid of the lizards. Afraid of most other things in this game, but not the lizards, not the dogs, not the hell chickens. Exit says they put a lot of thought in these mobs. They did. Most human enemies, at least, or humanoid enemies, tend to be pretty thoughtfully designed with unique movesets and like opportunities for counters and executions and things like that. Oh, so if you were lost for a second, oof, rough. Is it your first time traveling in and around that area, or did you just get like caught up in a massive crowd or something? Glad you were able to find your way, regardless. Okay, up we go. That's more like it. Now get ready, because the one who will knock us on our ass is right over here. Unless we knock him out of it. What? Never mind, he'll just detonate anyway, even if he's stunned. Okay, that's kind of funny, honestly. Did he just ignite his shuriken for a second time? So, they can't really recover in time to mount a successful attack. Seth says, no, it's the main station with 3 floors. Ooh. Must be like navigating your way around an airport. Always gave me grief. Fistful of ash. Something in the box. There's always something good in the box. I'll say. Gourd seed. That's what we want. Welcome to Ashina Castle proper. We're going to rest here, make our way through this interior section, which is a pretty tricky stealth section, honestly. Wait, do we? We don't have enough prayer beads yet, never mind. But we do have enough for skill. We'll take care of it on the other end of the stealth section. So our main enemies here are going to be these retainers, like the one who helped us fight Juzou. They're really skilled swordsmen, but kind of like spearmen, favor thrust attacks anywhere they can use them. And so we can get some solid posture damage in on them there. Exit says, woohoo, more Estus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which, for this point in the game, having 5 charges will be really useful. And we have a skill that allows us to regain health every time we land a death blow on an enemy. Seth says we have a robot that takes you to your gate in Munich. You can ask her anything, even about the weather at your destination, and then she shows you the way to your gate. Cutie. Oh, that sounds lovely. I wish we had things like that here, but instead we just have a robot that will, like, inject flavor into your Coke at a cinema and then make you do all the work. American engineering, y'all. Okay, so there's a couple of them prowling around this floor. And taking one of these guys on isn't too big of an ask, but 2 at a time, they're really strong for this stage of the game, so that's probably not something we want to do. Also, since there's plenty of thin paper walls, it's easy to attract the ire of multiple enemies at a time. There's also these elderly women around that will raise the alarm if they spot you. Seth says that's a shitty bot. It is. So what we're gonna do is wait for the other retainer to come around, provided she doesn't come closer to us. Yeah. And take him down then. Then we can just save her for last. She bears absolutely no threat of her own. Or not. Never mind. Let's not knock over the little lamp there. Great hearing, ma'am. Excellent hearing. Seth says, I think I want to buy this game. You definitely should. It's a fantastic title. Oh, she gave us some confetti. That's nice. We can grapple our way up into the rafters over here. Oh, we were seen. Just by 1, though. That's not too bad. This will allow us to shimmy our way on over to an area where there's several of these guys, and a retainer, and an old woman. So I guess we can take them first. These guys in the blue cloaks aren't quite as tough as the retainers, but they do have powerful thrust attacks, unfortunately. Oh god, 3 at once. We cannot manage this easily. There we go. Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea I just had. Yeah. Exit says I got the Xbox One version. Oh yeah, it was released cross-platform, right? Mibu Balloon of Wealth. Oh, this guy's just on us. This is crazy. They make you fight 3 at once. It's crazy given the way these guys work, anyway. Notice another Sculptor's Idol right around the bend, though. They're using the Ashina Ichimonji. A special skill we can unlock with a skill point or two. Come on. Just one more blow, son. One more. Good! Thank you. Now you, sir. Same exact model as the one who helped us fight Juzou, by the way. Oh, Christ. Asa says I should replay it at some point, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. Because of the lack of options for, like, specifying your build, right? I could definitely see that. This game gives you one very specific build and more or less just tells you to get very good with it. And I mean very good. But it's okay. Oh yeah, they can decrease their posture damage too. I forgot because, well, there's not a lot of them in the game. Oh, now they're like just relaying it. No, you don't. Come on. Give us one of those thrust attacks, kids. Like that. Like that. Like that! Exit says, yeah, this is definitely not my playstyle. I know, this is a game more or less tailor-made for my playstyle. No witnesses. Thank you for your contribution to the Sekiro Skill Point Fund, ma'am. More stealth sugar. Okay, good. Oh! Man, I thought I would have just barely caught that, but alright. Alright, Seth, yeah, we'll see you. Have a safe trip home. There's such a significant recovery period for me there. Oh, perfectly synchronized. Well done, y'all. That's the way. Oh, shit! Shit! There was an idol right around the corner! And those were the last enemies in the entire area. Oh, Lord! The one thing I don't like about this game is, unless unseen aid triggers, every single time you die, you lose a huge amount of the experience you'd accumulated towards your next skill point, and half your roughly half your money. Every single time. No opportunities to regain it, nothing like that, you just gotta go do it again. Again, this game wants you to do one thing or play one style extremely well. To that end, it does a whole lot to train you. I mean, it doesn't just throw you to the wolves entirely, but the penalty for death is rather steep, I would say. There we go. Oh, good, good. If we go over here, we can at least take the one out ahead of time. There we go. Now, just you, we can take effortlessly, sir. Effortlessly. Ooh, we actually managed to deflect the thrust. That's pretty rare. Just Akko sugar. Oh, and iron. Okay, the iron made it worth it. I'm perfectly happy with the iron. After this, there will be one more boss, and then we can fight the Ashina Castle boss, which we won't do just yet. We'll go to Senpo Temple, which is probably going to be significantly harder than I remember it. Sir? Because, normally I played Senpo Temple, or at least in my initial playthrough, I should say. I played Senpo Temple after Ashina Castle. Oh my god! There we go. Whew. That's gonna make this a lot easier. Ichimonji doesn't really scare me on its own, but... Jesus Christ! These guys provide obscene coverage for each other on their own. Now if we resurrect, when they think they've killed us and say sneak up on them... That's one thing resurrection can be handy for, catching enemies off guard. Doesn't work on bosses, unfortunately, like the big bosses, but everything else, it should. Come on, give it to us. Oh, we didn't deflect it, but we still did okay. Nice. Oh, I've not forgotten you. Thank you for renewing your pledge to the Sekiro Skill Point Fund. Open this wide, there we go. And we should have just about all the loot in the world at this point, right? Oh, a couple pellets. Very nice, thank you. Very satisfying running through and just shattering all this furniture, by the way. Now right through here, we reach a passage that leads to this hallway guarded by white-cloaked nightjars, the elite. We'll come back to speak with the individual on the other side of that fortification in a little bit. We're going to take on the boss first. Right after some more exposition, because this game loves it so much. Right, okay, so Kuro is dissatisfied with his nature as a child of the dragon's blood. It's gonna factor into the plot later, but right now what matters is getting us one more prayer bead. Do we need one or two more? Yeah, just one more for another prayer necklace. And, oh wait, skill points. Skill point time. If we go over to Ashina Arts, we should be able to get Flowing Water and Descending Carp. We can unlock the double Ichimonji if we're so inclined. I'm not so inclined. Where do we want to spend that last point on? Is there anything really good we want to spend just a single point on? Or no, Shinobi Eyes and Suppressed Sound are our next targets. The prosthetic arts are okay, there's just not a lot of stuff here that really appeals to me. We'll rest up. There we go. And actually, first things first, I may go take on the white nightjars. Oh, wait, whoops. By that I mean we'll go rest again. They were over there the whole time, were they? Whoopsie. We're safe, thankfully. We've made a lot of progress today already, haven't we? Hopefully this won't draw aggro from the apprentice in the next room. Oh! Man, they could follow up with those really quickly. Hey, there we go. Alright, take care, Exit. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. Have a good night. Right, so these guys. I'm pretty sure they're just slightly more durable regular nightjars, but we do have to take on 3 of them at once. And by slightly more durable, I do want to emphasize slightly. They're still, at least physically, pretty frail. There we go. There we go. Deflecting just a few blows in those, like, crazy little shuriken windmills deals a ton of damage. Or posture damage, I should say. Okay, we've got you back into your corner. We know from our experience outside, you are now screwed, sir. Thank you. There we go. We're getting our mojo back. We're getting our mojo back. Eel liver, a miraculous drug capable of banishing lightning, offered at the Ashina clan altar. Greatly reduces the amount of damage received from lightning attacks, as well as the shock status abnormality. Lightning is a force of the gods. Eels, while small, are relatives of dragons. Yeah, that checks out. Even a god's force can be suppressed, though probably not for long. So we got a couple eel livers. It's just another, like, status, ailment, protective, item. Not one that's going to be super important to us for some time, but it's there. And at the top of this castle, we find nothing. Hold on. A letter from Ishin Ashina. A note left by Ishin in the watchtower. Perhaps Emma knows his current whereabouts. Dear Emma, the Ashina castle gate has grown loud with the sound of scurrying. The Tengu will see to the rats. Worry not, Ishin. So we'll need to take this to Emma, I suppose, to get some more information on his whereabouts. This is also where the nightjar smoke signals were leading, by the way. Lord Ishin's tower, where he's been convalescing, for the most part at least, for some time. Now from here we could climb up to the very roof of Ashina Castle, but we don't want to do that, I promise you. There's a boss up there, and I mean like a big boss. And what we want to do instead is find a window we can creep through. Or no, sorry. Oh no! Yikes. I have such bad luck. We're just going to hoof it back into the castle now, because we fell way farther than we should have. Got it. Got it. Now we'll teleport to that statue right upstairs just to make this easier for us. And we can fight... Hey, MC, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day so far, man. MC says, hey, how's News Ninja doing? Really well. We're moving through the game at what I would consider to be a pretty fast clip, honestly. We're 2 major bosses in. Granted, the game has, like, just 1 million bosses total, which is something I really, really appreciate it for. And we've got, 1 or 2 more on the way today. We're going to take care of this guy, then clear out the rest of Ashina Castle, downstairs, which we can access, even though I've not done anything with it. Then we will go get our Gourd Seed and any other tools that we might need before tackling Senpo Temple. Like I said, we're not going to fight the boss here just yet. Been a nice day, glad to hear it, man. And I'm so sorry I had to miss the Blade session the other day, but I was tapped for commentary in a long-standing obligation. Ashina Elite. So this guy's just a super retainer. He attacks really quickly, but he has absolutely, as you can see, but he has absolutely no posture. So if we can deflect his attacks, as you can see, he goes down like nobody's business. Like, he does have like a special attack. Jesus Christ, he's fast though. Oh, he's got a sweep. Damn it. So this fight's all about deflection. If you can't deflect properly, you're gonna have a bad time here. I was able to get that guy perfectly my first playthrough, but yeah, sorry I missed so much, man, but may actually want to consider or ask the others if they'd be open to moving the streams to Saturday, because my Fridays are just getting increasingly hectic. Notice he has very low health as well. There it is. That's more like it. Good. So for good or for ill, this is a fight that ends very, very quickly. That's how it's supposed to go. Prayer bead, thank you. Ghosts once lurked the land of Ashina. The ghost lightning was of the fountainhead gods, unstoppable by normal means. Avoid ground, reverse the lightning. In other words, if somebody attempts to attack you with a lightning element attack, just make sure it connects in mid-air. That way you'll stay statically charged for a moment, and press R1, or no, press L1 as soon as it hits you in the air, so like block it to become charged. Press R1 just as you land to send the lightning right back at them in a really powerful swing. It's only relevant in a couple places in the game, but where it is relevant, it is absolutely critical. Hey, we got some magnetite. Nice, nice, nice. Now we're going to rest. We're going to get another prayer necklace. The bull was a fiery, rampaging beast and nothing more. In the last great war, the corpses of Ashina samurai piled high, so something had to be done. Talking about the blazing bull, of course. We're going to rest here. And then we're going to venture past all of the crazy-ass retainers and the like, down to, the lobby of Ashina Castle, so to speak. Get him, get him, get him. Might as well take these guys out for the EXP. Yay. Now from here we can actually jump down to a series of rafters that will eventually deposit us in the lobby of Ashina Castle. See? Right here. What we want to do is use one of the guards to break our fall. Always a good time. For us, anyway. Oh. Jesus. That's more like it. That's more like it. What do you got for us, sir? No dice. Come on. Give us a big one. There it is. Just a little bit more pressure. There it is. Perfect. That's the way I like my battles to go. Now, if we just head down here, we can open the main gate, which we're not going to go past, because at present it should still be guarded by a bunch of musketeers. But there it is. It's going to be handy later on, maybe. We can see the Ashina insignia up here. I'm not entirely sure what it represents. It's a flower, I'm just not entirely sure which. What do we have? More eel liver and a chest. The chests are always the big ticket items, so let's grab that and the sugar. And see, maybe this is the shinobi tool everybody swears by, but I've never really used extensively. Yes, it is. Sabimaru. An ancient kunoichi short sword, its blade mottled with bluish rust, so like verdigris, can be fitted to the shinobi prosthetic, blah blah blah, forged by the Ashina clan to resist the inhuman evil that had invaded Ashina in times long forgotten. It was the poisonous gift of the blue rust that finally drove the spirits out. So it is a very, very fast-firing short sword that will inflict enemies. Oh, MC says it's a water lily. Okay. Thought it looked familiar. Some kind of lily or orchid or something. But here, the Sabimaru is a really, really fondly viewed shinobi tool. Never used it myself, but apparently its modifications turn it into a really badass weapon that allow you to poison enemies or curse them or what have you pretty easily. Now, I think we're done here. So, let's head on back to the temple, get our gourd seed charge, and then talk to the sculptor to see what we can't upgrade. We should be able to do Senpo Temple today. I don't remember it being super duper long. Gourd seed, yes please. Hey Seth, welcome back. I am streaming live to Discord now, so you can join us on voice if you're so inclined, or you could just kick back and watch the stream, your preference. Or your choice, I should say. Alright. Let's get a couple new tools. The loaded spear. Unleash far-reaching thrust attacks. Lighter enemies struck by the spear may be dragged towards the wielder. Those of large build will at times force themselves into poorly fitting armor. Such armor could be torn off. Coined by Gyobu as armor stripping. That only comes up once or twice, but the idea of Oh, no worries, Seth. Just glad you're here. And the Sabimaru, which does not get a cool transformed name. The blue poisonous rust on Sabimaru's blade applies poison status abnormality. Wielded in wars of old, the blade's blue rust was used to drive off inhuman Okami warrior women. Even now, it's likely to be effective against their descendants. Good, we'll take both. And what can we upgrade? Well, we can get the spinning shuriken, which allows us to get a thrust-type loaded spear and a spring-loaded axe. All well and good. We need more gunpowder for the flame vent, so we're going to take the spinning shuriken. And then, do I want an improved loaded spear, or improved Sabimaru? So it's just a stronger thrust, right? Yeah, it'll just give us a charge. Never mind. Spring load axe isn't particularly sexy, but it does give us like a spinning attack and will unlock upgrades we definitely need later on. So we'll expend the last of our iron to get these. Oh, and the long spark is over here through a tool we don't have yet. There's only like 2 or 3 tools we don't have, so we should get access to it soon. Long spark is probably my go-to tool. It's my favorite version of the firecracker, of which there are several. So we'll rest up. We'll notice it cost quite a bit of coin to upgrade our tools, but oh, the merchant's here as well. Yes, of course. So he's a thief, or a former member of the Memorial Mob. And he offers some interesting stuff, like just a gourd seed, which is what we're going to get right now, and like a couple hints for finding mid-game shinobi tools that we already have. I think this one leads you to Sabimaru, obviously, and this one leads you to the temple or the pagoda in Ashina, or Hirata Estate, where we found the Mist Raven? Seth asks, is there an option to have them talk in English too, or is it only Japanese audio? So, there are audio tracks in both Japanese and English. I've chosen Japanese audio, which is also the default, because it just fits the world a bit better, and it also seems to be the way the devs intended for the world to be experienced. But from what little I've heard of the English audio track, it's pretty good stuff, on par with the Dark Souls norm, albeit a bit more serious. I wish more games that took place, in non-English speaking locales had an option to play through with everything being, all the dialogue being delivered in the characters' native tongues. So let's see if we have enough coin to get up to 2K. We should. There's never a time a gourd seed is not worth it. 400. Yeah. Heavy coin purse. 1900. There we go. That's more like it. MC says, also I can listen to the Japanese and understand it, so best experience. Yeah, I certainly cannot. Still waiting for a game to be released that has an epic story told exclusively in very, very basic conversational Mandarin Chinese. Wait, did we turn that seed in? Yep. Okay, and hold on. Real quick, just to make it to where I don't have to access chat on my phone, we will disconnect from Discord and go back into our standard chat. There we are. Now we've got 6 charges of the healing gourd, which are going to be really, really useful for us moving forward. Let's go ahead and replace the loaded shuriken with the spinning shuriken. Why not? It's slightly better. Same with the spring load axe instead of the standard loaded axe. And everything else is living its best life, right? Yep. MC says, I was watching a Taiwanese streamer today playing my mod on Link. Oh, nice. That is also something I'd probably be able to understand the dialogue or their speech, but I would not be able to understand anything written in chat or anything like that. And he says they were a bit ecstatic learning I was there. Oh, that's great, man. It's always good when devs can interact directly with their consumers, I think. Always really sweet to see positive interactions in that regard, too. So from Ashina Castle, we're going to go near the giant Taro Trooper. And the one with the bell. Take him down and progress forward to an area that will eventually spit us out in Senpo Temple, which, again, is my second favorite area in the game in terms of design. Enemies, the environment especially, sound, everything. It's just gorgeous. And one of, I would argue, the most visually striking locales FromSoft has ever developed. There's one in the very late game that surpasses it, but only just. Senpo Temple is absolutely gorgeous. And again, I'm speaking as someone who who's only played through that area after Ashina Castle, so with a slightly stronger character, but I don't remember it being too hard aside from this one enemy type that is just really tough to manage. Senpo Temple is obviously where, like, a lot of the sugars we find, like with those temporary stat buffs, can be found, or where they're made. And also the home of a really, really well-regarded Buddhist monastery. So there's a Taro Trooper and some dogs. Oh man, he aggroed. Damn it. The variants with the bells can get nasty. The dogs, not so much. Hey, we got that third skill point. Very nice. Whoo! Okay, so that has almost unlimited range, it seems. Oh, this is one of them with the armor. It's so scant you can barely tell it's there, but that's what the guy was referring to earlier. Okay, then. Loaded spear, please. Check this out. That's a little more like it, and we just... Oh! Absolutely totaled his posture. And that should do him in. There we go. Like I said, the big ones with the bells are really tough to deal with, but there's not that many of them. He drops a magnetite for us, though, so that's good. We'll go ahead and just heal up. There's another... Oh, gunpowder. Hey, finally. There's a sculptor's idol not far from here. Coin purse. And there it is. But also a member of the memorial mob. They don't have unique dialogue most of the time. So they offer a fragment of the mask and a prayer bead. MC says there's a delay between audio and video. Oh, hell. Hold on. We can fix this. Give me 1 second. The stream's gonna blink and then come right back.